Welcome to your first game of Bots and Pieces. I'm going to guide you through how to play in your first session. We're going to dissect the first character sheet, followed by the character linking sheet. At the top, we can see the bot's name. Underneath that, these symbols show three vital stats: AI, Sensory, and Rover. They are connected to a set of programs or skills that your bot will use to create action pools. You'll see that your bot has a single number in one of these stats. This grants an extra resource during the game. Continuing down, we have two sections labelled battery capacity and load order. These are important when levelling up your bot, but for today's game, you won't need to worry about it. Moving to the top again and right of your bot's name, we can see four different symbols and numbers associated with them. From the left, we can see max programs. All new characters start with 12 standard programs, one exclusive program, and a +1 in an additional standard program, added by the increase in one of the stats of AI, Sensory, or Rover. These are your primary resources during gameplay. Without programs, you cannot take actions. As you can see, the number of your max programs is 14. Next to this is max battery capacity, but as mentioned, this won't be important in this playthrough session. Following on from this is stress. You can see two sets of stress meters, green and white. Your amount of white is the number the GM will try to roll under to raise your stress. Green is the amount of stress your bot can take before taking a point in struggle. The final figure is cool points. These allow you to add 1d6 to an action pool, either before or after your total has been rolled. To the right of these symbols on your sheet is the stress management area. As mentioned, green is the total amount of stress your bot can take, and the white area is what the GM rolls against to raise your stress. If you reach the maximum of 10 in green, you gain 1 point into struggle. Struggle is split into two types, red and grey. When you gain a single point in struggle, you move from the left to the right until you reach 6 points, which results in character retirement. The red squares give a bonus resource to be used in-game. Thematically, these represent a distinguishing battle scar. Grey squares represent a severe wound that can never heal. Next is the second most crucial part of Bots and Pieces, programs. Programs are gathered into a pool and spent to create action totals. They come in four different types: exclusive, impressive, active, and passive, which each represent different dice values. Standard programs in your impressive, active, and passive categories are chosen from a list of 30 and represent either AI, Sensory, or Rover. Exclusive programs are earned by leveling up your bot. Each of you will have a single exclusive program to use in this adventure, which is characteristic to you alone. To reduce stress or recover used programs, you must recharge. There are three types of recharging: a resting cycle, solar cycle, or the use of a charging station. These allow you to regain some of your spent resources, but also give the GM hazard points to spend against you in later challenges. The more you charge, the more dangerous the game becomes. During an adventure in Bots and Pieces, you are given challenges by the GM. To defeat these challenges, you will need to create action pools and gain successes equal to the total of these action pools. All challenges have a pressure, strain, and potentially a hazard. The pressure of a challenge is how many successes are needed to defeat it. The strain is the potential amount of stress you receive when acting. The strain decreases as the pressure does. Hazard points are used by the GM to increase the chance that an action will cause stress.
If you fail a challenge, all players gain a single struggle point, even if this retires a character.
I will now describe how a player creates an action pool. Sydney is controlling Spider, the reconnaissance quadruped AI Sensory bot. Sydney's team are in the ruins of a Tellurian city, surrounded by ancient computers. The team are up against a challenge of gain access to the secret area. Sydney decides to have Spider try to hack the ancient security systems of the city to find out how to gain access to this secret area. Sydney looks through what programs they have remaining and chooses to use the following to create an action pool: Scan, Technology, Precision, and Hack. Scan is used to determine which computer would be the easiest to hack into. Technology is used because Spider is trying to interact with the city's technology. Precision is used because Spider will need to be very precise during this action. And finally, Hack is used because Spider is trying to hack into the computer. The GM agrees, and Sydney spends these resources on their sheet. Then the action pool is rolled. Scan is 1d8, Technology is 1d6, Precision is 1d6, and Hack is 1d8. A spent program requires charging to use again. The pool is rolled, and the result in order is 4, 3, 4, and 8, which is a total of 19. This figure gives Sydney a total of 4 successes. Success totals are dependent on the number of players involved in the game. This formatting keeps the game fair and balanced. The GM rolls 3d6 and scores under Spider's white stress value, increasing their stress by the strain value of this current challenge. There are 4 types of linking in Bots and Pieces: Duo links, Tri-links, Tetra-links, and Excess links. All function comparably, but involve a different number of players. As the names suggest, Duo links involve 2 players, Tri-links involve 3 players, Tetra-links involve 4 players, and Excess links involve any number above 4. Players may link multiple times with the same combination of other players, but can only link as many times as they have space on their link sheet. Players can link at any time with 0 cost, but once a link is created, it stays as a permanent addition to those players involved. When involved in any link, to form action pools, both players add into a single pool and roll at once. Any stress received from performing these actions converts into link fusion. Link fusion gives access to more powerful link programs. Players can delink at any time, but cannot recharge or reduce individual stress while linked together. And that's a quick introduction into how to play Bots and Pieces. If there are any questions, you can ask the GM.